What's going on, team? YouTube, welcome. X, welcome. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. Let me test out the audio real quick and then we're gonna get started. Perfect. Music sounds good. Volume sounds good. X chat pop out. Let me see. Alright, we got the Twitter chat on the right side. We got the YouTube chat on the left side. We're live on both. Looking good. Okay. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Again, today's session, the isolation session, this is the stream that we go over. Sorry, let me start talking and looking at the chats. Alright, so again, this is the session that we just do our little breakdown, right? We update our charts, look at what we have in the 30-minute time frame. We update the daily time frame, update the 4-hour time frame, update the 30-minute time frame, see what we could catch going into tomorrow's NYC session. Again, we usually do not trade Asia session or London session. We usually just trade the ending of London going into NYC. So 6:30 to 10:30 a.m. is the time that I usually trade. Will there be entries during Asia session or London session? Yes. Will we sometime catch those entries? Absolutely, whenever we have the opportunity. But very rarely. The pairs that we're going to go over are the ones that you see on the right hand side, the ones with the red flag next to them. So those are going to be AU, EA, ECAD, EU, GA, GCAD, GJ, GU, US30, USDCAD, ZAR, gold, Bitcoin, and oil. Why is this? Something's not right. All good. Bitcoin and oil. So if you guys have any questions about any pair, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. If you guys need me to explain something again or something you guys didn't understand, let me know. If you guys need me to draw out the diagram, whatever you guys need, just let me know and we'll do that for you guys. Again, any pairs that you guys want me to go over, whether or not they're on our list, let me know. I do go in order, so we are going to start with AU and then we're going to finish off with US oil. Anything you guys may need, let me know. We'll go over that. We're gonna give everybody another minute here to join. So at 7:04, we'll start. We'll give everybody 30 seconds. And today is Thursday, right? Thursday going into Friday. So technically speaking, we're already trading into the Friday session. Usually Fridays are a pretty slow day, especially on a week that we just had high impact news. We had a bank holiday. Usually Fridays are a little bit less with less volume than usual. So if we don't get an opportunity tomorrow, then it's all good. We understand why. We also know that already going into next week, we should be having a pretty good week. Again, week after high impact news, a week after holiday, bank holidays are usually the best trading weeks to start looking at pairs and entries and stuff like that. So we'll go over the pairs that we saw today. We'll go over the entries that we saw today, and then we'll just take it from there. So again, I'll give everybody another minute. We'll start at 05. So 40 seconds here, and then we'll get started. Feeling a little sick too. Hopefully it's nothing crazy, but you guys could hear it in my voice. But it's all good. We'll start out 15 seconds. And we'll get started. Alright. I was doing a one-on-one session today as well, so I'll have there's a few pairs that you'll see I have a excessive amount of brushes and stuff like that and callouts, but alright, we're gonna get started. I did want to wait for some people to join, but can't be waiting all evening. Good thing is that these classes are recorded. They're uploaded as well, so if you guys missed a few pairs or want to go back and rewatch it, you guys could always do that, both on Twitter and on YouTube. So that's the good part. So we'll start off with AU. Again, not gonna go too into detail in the daily or the 4-hour time frame. We're just gonna update where we're at right now. Again, the point of that is just we're at the end of the week already, so we already know where we're at when we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. Daily time frame, nothing has really changed. So we're gonna do this pretty quick. Today shouldn't be that long of a session. So daily time frame AU, we know we're in A2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the bottom. Right now we're at the top of the zone of consolidation. We can see price here has just been moving sideways. In the 4-hour time frame, we can see that a lot more clear. Right, we're at the top, right back at the top of the zone of consolidation. We had fake outs of the lows, fake outs of the highs, going back down to the bottoms, fake outs of the highs, fake outs of the lows, fake outs of the highs, going back down to the bottom. Price went right back to the top of the zone of consolidation. Now going into the 30-minute time frame, we could see again price is just moving sideways, broke the lows, went back to the top side, broke the highs, right, gave us a change of character, gave us a higher low, and now price went right back to the top of the zone of consolidation. So here's where it gets a little mixy, right? Very similar, you guys will see, to gold. So market structure is key. Again, I'm not gonna say I'm tired of saying that every single stream, but I'm tired of saying that every single stream. But the fact is that without market structure, no strategy on earth is going to work out. It doesn't matter if you have good risk management. It doesn't matter anything, right? It doesn't matter who's telling you. I don't care if it's Q Banks. I don't care if it's the Gecko guy. I don't care if it's fucking who else trades, right? I don't care who it is. Without proper market structure, you will not be a profitable trader. Will you have winning days? Yes. But you will have more losing days than winning days, right? And it's a very simple thing to understand, right? A strategy is just what anybody throws at you, right? Trading double bottoms is a strategy. Trading double tops is a strategy. Trading bullish flag post patterns, right, is a strategy. Trading bearish flag post patterns is a strategy. Trading wedges, right? Trading trend lines, fair value gaps, imbalances, turtle soups, order blocks, all of those, engulfing candles, harmonic patterns, all of those are different strategies that work, right? There's a double bottom here. Why didn't it work? There's a double bottom here. Why didn't it work? There's a double bottom here. Why didn't this one work? Oh, but there's a double bottom here and it worked. Why did this one work? There's a double bottom here. Why did this one work? Right? We're looking at the 30-minute time frame. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Right? This was Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. Where Thursday and Friday, if you would have taken these double bottoms, you would have lost. And it's correct. Without the proper risk management, people would have lost their funded accounts here. Without the proper risk management, you would have taken your $1,000 account back down to $200. Without the proper risk management, you would have just blown your account and you would have lost all your money. But the fact is that trading isn't just risk management, because this is not gambling. We're not at a casino. We're not sitting here trying to say, oh, you gotta have proper risk management because when you go play poker or when you go play 21 blackjack, whenever you go play a fucking slot machine, you want to make sure that you have enough money to go play the next round, right? That's not what trading is. And anybody that's telling you that that's what trading is has no fucking idea what they're talking about, right? They're making trading so much more stressful for no reason. Right? This is not a game of probabilities. I don't care what nobody says. This is not a game of probabilities. This is a game of whether you know what you're looking for or you don't. It's as simple as that. It's very simple. Right? With that being said, I'll give you the answers as to why these double bottoms don't work. Again, Let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. And I'm gonna take my time on this because I don't want to explain this with every single pair that we go over, because you guys will notice I trade every single pair the exact same way. I trade Bitcoin, right? I trade cryptos the same way. I trade option trades the same way. Company stocks. I trade indexes the same way. I trade metals the same way. Energies, I trade them the same way. And our regular Forex currencies, I trade them the exact same way. Market makers pattern, market structure, and I use all those strategies. All of them. The only thing I don't use are harmonic patterns. This is the only thing I'm not really comfortable using. EMAs, I use them to my advantage. You know, the bullish and the bearish flag post patterns, I use them to my advantage. The double bottoms, double tops, the triple bottoms, triple tops, shoulder head, shoulder, engulfing candles. You know, the candlestick analysis when we're looking at doji candles and morning stars. I use them all to my advantage. I'm able to do that because I have years already at this point of knowledge and years of backtesting and years of studying. So I'm able to use all these strategies. But you have to do the work. You have to put in the work to understand it. Do you need to know all those strategies? No. If you want to trade just simple 372s, you could trade simple 372s. If you want to trade EMAs, you could trade EMAs. If you want to trade fair value gaps, order blocks, turtle soup, whatever that's called, imbalance candles, you could just trade one strategy. But being able to see more than one strategy, you'll have more opportunities to trade. But the number one thing you want to focus on before learning any of that is market structure. If you can't see simple higher highs and higher lows, and you can't see simple lower lows and lower highs, and you can't see when the market is moving sideways, right? Whenever price is just moving sideways, if you can't see those three things, you are not ready to learn anything else. Contrary to what any of these trading gurus are going to tell you. You're going to go start taking a class, and they're going to jump right into, oh, you're looking for an engulfing candle. Oh, you're looking for a double bottom. And they'll show you what that looks like. But they will not teach you market structure. And that is wrong. Because you're going to lose more than you're going to win. Guaranteed. If you do not know market structure. So with that being said, right, going back to what we were explaining, right, we know that in the daily time frame, we know we're in an overall downtrend. But what is price doing right now? Lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high. What is price doing? Is it trending or is it consolidating? A trend is lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Consolidation is lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Right? Consolidation is when price is moving sideways. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low. That's not a trend. That's price just moving sideways. Right? A zone of consolidation is where the market makers are trapping traders, collecting contracts, making them believe that this is where price is going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows. And what does it do? It goes and makes a lower low, hits your stop loss, makes everybody believe that this is where price is going to continue to make lower lows and lower highs, then goes right back to the top side and hits your stop loss, right? And again, we could see that in the 4-hour time frame. When we switch to the 4-hour time frame, what is price doing? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, lower high. It's just moving sideways. So now you go to the 30-minute time frame, right? When the market just took your stop losses out, when it created a fake higher high at the top of consolidation, right, created a fake break of structure, it gave you a fake double bottom. Not only did it give you a fake double bottom once at the top of consolidation, it gave you a fake double bottom twice at the top of consolidation. It gave you another fake double bottom in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Until when? At the low of the zone of consolidation, again, not only was price making lower low, lower high, 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 lower low, Where did price turn around? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So you see what the difference is, right? The difference is that this price was trending down. Once we started turning around, this is where price started trending back to the top side. So that same thing is happening right now. And again, there's so many things to learn. There's so many things you guys got to put in perspective, right? For the smart money concept traders, the smart Raja concept traders, right? How many traders do you think are in this position going short right now? Just think about it. How many traders? Let's just think about the simple trades. There's two things right now going on. Zone of consolidation, right? When price again is moving sideways, and we broke below the low and we got a retest. How many traders do you think are going short in this trade right now? Not only do they have a not only do they have a break of the lows and a retest. Think about the EMA traders. A bounce off the 50 EMA in level 3 going short. This looks like a simple trade going short. What are they missing? Is the fact that we are... What's good, Muhammad? Good evening, my brother. Nearly forgot the session. All good. Welcome back. We just got started, but I am dropping some gems, so if you want to go back and kind of rewatch just this AU pair, it's going to be a nice one. What are they missing? Is again, price in the internal time frame is still giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? The fact that price is giving us higher highs and higher lows, this is the reason why this break and retest of the low of consolidation is not a good trade. Is not a good trade. Why? Because we understand market structure. What does this look like to me at this moment? This structure looks like a type 1 pattern in an uptrend. Oh, what's a type 1 pattern in an uptrend? We'll draw this out. Once again, we do this every single stream. And again, I'm only going to do this on AU. The next pairs that we go over, I'm going to go through them quick. So for those people watching, make sure you guys take notes. Make sure you guys go back, rewatch, because I'm not going to do this with every single pair. Because again, every single pair is traded the exact same way. We do this in every single stream, every single day, twice a day. I'm not going to do this today. I'm not going to be doing this shit today. Right? We have a zone of consolidation. A type 1 in an uptrend is a fake break of the lows. Right? Push 1, push 2, push 3. This is a type 1 pattern. Type 1 pattern in an uptrend. A type 1 pattern in a downtrend is the same thing, just inverted. A break, double top, push 1, push 2, push 3. Right? You have a type 1 pattern, a type 2 pattern, and a type 3 pattern. A type 1 pattern is a stop hunt high, hit the Mayo to go short, or stop hunt low, hit the Mayo to go high. A type 2 pattern is a break retest to continue, right? And a type 3 pattern is a 50-50. Right? 50-50 meaning you have the middle of the zone of consolidation, you got the break, you got the retest to then continue. Or you get the break, the retest to continue. And the type 2 pattern is just the break, retest to continue going short, which is what a lot of people think this is right here. Right? So let's go back. So now for AU, not only do we have this zone of consolidation at the higher highs and higher lows of the internal time frame. Why did GU engulfing didn't end up working? Just a question for later. I got you. We'll go over that. Not only are we making higher highs and higher lows, we had a day of rise on Tuesday. Wednesday, yesterday, we had another day of rise. Today, Thursday, 372. We got a day of rise. We got a new high being set, and it finished on a rise drop. What are we expecting on the 4th day, which is tomorrow? We're expecting another day of rise. So I will not be trading this going short until we have a confirmation that price is giving us lower lows and lower highs. Again, we're trading between this high, this low, and price went up. We know that we're still trading between the higher highs and the higher lows. The only way I'll take a short is if somehow we start doing something like this, we get a fake out of the highs again, and we start doing this, is the only way I'll start looking for shorts. The only way. Everything before that is not good. Not a valid entry point to go short. So once again, guys, I'm not gonna mark this up. That was it, right? I'm not gonna go over this in every single pair, but you guys will see that is the exact same thing with every single pair, right? So remember, take a screenshot, write this down in your notes, go back, rewatch, and make sure you guys tap into that. So we know that we finished on a rise drop, right? A little rise drop. So tomorrow we're expecting another day of rise. Perfect. Let's go down to the next one, right? So Euro AUD. Again, daily time frame. We are in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation. We're at the bottom of the zone of consolidation. Perfect. We're reaching the lows. The daily, everything is color coordinated too. The daily is the gray boxes. The 4 hours, the blue box. Right now, we're reaching the 4 hour and the daily lows, which is perfect. This is exactly what we want to see. Yes, even though we're in an overall uptrend, right now, what do we still see? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Perfect. In the 4 hour time frame, what do we see? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, zone of consolidation, and a lower low all the way down to the bottom. Perfect. So we know that not only is a daily time frame making lower lows and lower highs, the 4 hour time frame is making lower lows and the lower highs. The 30-minute time frame, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. Now we have 3 days of drop. After 3 days of drop, we're looking for a pullback. We're looking for price to finish on a no net or a day of rise. So now, what could we see? Price already tapped into these 30-minute lows. Could price come back down into these lows and start pushing back up a little bit? Absolutely. To respect these highs, and in these highs continue the push going back down next week. Could price finish on a drop or on a no net today? It could, where price will finish anywhere between this zone here. That could happen too. But right now we also want to look at the internal time frame. We have lower low, lower high, lower low. We're still trading between this high and this low. If price at the end of the day today, if price would have given us a higher high, right, a little internal change of character and then a pullback, then we would have 100% been taking this trade already at the low of the zone. But the fact that we are still trading between the lower lows and the lower highs, this is still not a comfortable spot to take this trade. So EA right now, we just got to sit back. EURCAD, we're trading in V1. We're at the top of the zone consolidation in an uptrend, so this is not the best spot to look for a trade. All good. We know that in the 4 hour time frame, we got a 4 hour break. We got a 4 hour break all the way to the top, and we know we're looking for a pullback. Perfect. That's exactly what we have. We had a pullback. It went down to our point of interest, but we already knew this point of interest is not a strong point of interest. So we could delete this box. Now, where could we be expecting our point of interest to be? Could be down to the 4 hour lows, right? We know that we're looking for price to bounce off the 200 EMA. So our first point of interest was on actually the daily time frame, was the 200 EMA. And right now we're still respecting the 200 EMA. But the next thing we have to look at is, again, we're still making lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And in the 30-minute time frame, we're still making lower low. We finally broke this low, so now we know that we're really trading between, let's update it, between this 30-minute high over here and these 30-minute lows down here. Again, they're not set yet, but we'll add it to this one just in case. We had 2 days of no net where price was just moving sideways, and we finally got that break, the retest, to continue the push down to the bottom. So right now we just gotta be patient with this one. You said GU, okay. Euro USD. Daily time frame. We are in V1 in an uptrend, right? We're in that first zone of consolidation looking for that second push to the top side. We're at the low of the zone of consolidation, so we want to start being vigilant and start looking for our safety trades. But again, in the daily time frame, we could still see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Perfect. Still going lower lows, lower highs. In the 4-hour time frame, lower low, lower high, lower low. Price gave us a fake, right? A fake out. This is not a real breakup structure of the highs. There's a sweep of the highs, right? And then it started going back down. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. We had 2 weeks of drop. This week being the 3rd week. Price gave us a new low, then started to push to the top side. So again, if we finish on a drop no net or on a drop rise, we already know that next week we're expecting price to go down to these 4-hour lows. In the 30-minute time frame, lower low, high, lower low, lower high, and this is where we're still trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high. Internal time frame, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, price consolidated, broke below the zone of consolidation, right? We got the retest of the low of consolidation, and then we went down and broke the internal higher low. So now we have a lower low. So again, we are expecting price to go into our 30-minute lows. So at this moment, another pair that we just do not have any strong points to say this is where price is going to turn around. So EU, we got to wait it out. GA, we are in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation, looking for that third push to the top side. Right now, we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. We already know not the best place to look for a trade. Lower low, lower high, low, lower high, lower low. And again, same thing as EU. This gave us a fake break of structure, right? Gave us a little zone of consolidation in the 4-hour time frame. You can still see it, lower low, lower high, lower low, a fake out of the highs, zone of consolidation, and price did what? It broke below the zone of consolidation to continue the lower lows. In the 30-minute time frame, what do we see? We had low, we had high, low, high, little zone of consolidation, change of character. Price then consolidated, gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, lower low, break of structure. All of this, technically speaking, is part of the same zone. It's part of the same trend. Sorry. All of this is part of the same trend. So technically speaking, I wouldn't even want to add, say that this is a break and we're trading between this high and this low. But for the sake of how big our 30-minute zones are going to be, I am going to say that we're trading between these lows and these highs. Because again, either way, we want to see price turn around, give us higher highs and higher lows before we even consider taking a trade. So at this moment, again, we have no trading criteria for us here. We have we have 3 days of drop, so we already know today we're expecting either a day of rise or a day of no net. And just looking at how price is reacting right now, could be expecting a no net to happen instead of a day of rise. But we'll continue to look at this pair. GCAD, we're at the top of the first zone of consolidation. We finally got a break at the top of consolidation, so we could start looking for our second push to the top side. Perfect. What do we know about the second push to the top side? We want to see price bounce off the 200 EMA. We have the EMA bounce here. We have the EMA bounce here. Could we expect price to pull back down lower to the 200 EMA, which is also the retest of the high of consolidation? 100%. Right? In the 4-hour time frame, we could see that. We finally got a 4-hour break. Gave us higher high. We don't have a pullback, and that's exactly what price is giving us, is a pullback. We had higher high, higher low, higher high, then price now went down and gave us a lower low. So we know that we're trading between this high and whatever low is set here. In the 30-minute time frame, we could see that price was just consolidating for 3 days, and today finally price broke down these lows. We had higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then gave us a change of character, lower low, lower high, and gave us a break of structure, lower low. So now we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high. Let's zoom in and we'll add the boxes exactly how they need to be. We're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows over here. We have a day of drop. again, we know we're trading between this 30-minute low and these 30-minute highs. So again, no trading opportunities for GCAD until we start making higher highs and higher lows. GJ, similar to golden US30, we're just in peak high territory. We finally broke above the daily high, right? That break of structure was this green candle over here. In the 4-hour time frame, we were in a zone of consolidation, and we're still in it, right? We're still in the top of the high of the 4-hour zone. So at this point, we really don't have any real trading opportunities. And damn. Then today, price gave us another day of rise. Oh, good. Right, we'll wait for this to go. I don't have anything here for GJ to be trading, so we'll go on to the next one. So GU. Why didn't the GU engulfing? Why didn't it end up working out? So simple, right? Just looking at it like this right now, right? Where are we? Right? You already know what this yellow line is, right? And Muhammad, I'm asking you personally, and then we'll break it down, right? There's two things already off the bat as to why the engulfing didn't work, right? But the second question I have is where do you see the engulfing candle? What time frame? I'll give you a minute. Well, I'll give you 30 seconds to put the answer and the question in the chat, and then if not, I'll look for it, and then I'll go and I'll do the breakdown as well. No rush. I didn't want to really call out, I didn't want to call you out, but just to make it more engaging for everybody watching, I wanted to ask the question. But no pressure, right? No problem if you don't, I'll look for it and stuff like that. Alright, so let's look at what he was talking about. So he was talking about an engulfing candle. So I'm assuming he was talking about a bullish engulfing candle, right? There's nothing in the daily. In the 4-hour, right? There was one here, but it's not valid, right? In the 1-hour time frame, red, green, we have nothing here, right? We have red, green, but this is not valid either. In the 30-minute time frame, right, we have a red, green, right? Which this red, green was already used up, but is also not valid because that second red candle didn't close below the first. So I'm assuming that's not the one he was talking about. No red, greens here. I don't see any engulfing candles. So, to answer your first question, why didn't the engulfing candle work on GU? We don't have any, right? We don't have any valid engulfing candles, right? The only engulfing candle that we had that could have been used, right, is this one here. But as you can see, this engulfing candle was already used, right? This is the one from last week where we were talking about it, right? This was just a small position, but this engulfing candle was in the 5-minute time frame. Right? It was after the news. I think this news hit at 8:30, right? We had a red, green. Price then came up, came back down, gave us a retest of the zone, and perfectly went back into profit. So that's the only engulfing candle that we had on GU, right? To answer that question. Number 2. Second reason why this engulfing candle, if you're looking for a bullish, again, I'm not sure which engulfing candle you were talking about, but where are we? We're in an uptrend. We're in V1. We're in the first zone of consolidation. We're at the high of the zone of consolidation. Do you want to look for buys at the top of the zone of consolidation, or do you want to look for buys at the low of the zone of consolidation? In the 4-hour time frame, we're in a zone of consolidation, right? In the 30-minute time frame, what is price doing? Higher high up here, but then price gave us a change of character, lower low. We started trading below the 800 EMA. We got a retest of the 800 EMA. What do we know about the 800 EMA? 800 EMA is used as the 800 EMA is used to respect price, right? The price respects the 800 EMA. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Price then internally, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Change of character of the internal, higher high and higher low. So now we know that we're trading between lower low, lower high, lower low. Not only that, but now not only do we have a change of character, but we also have a break of structure. So on top of the fact that there's no valid engulfing candle, right? Or I just didn't see it. I don't know which one you're talking about. On top of the fact that we're trading at the high of the zone of consolidation in an uptrend in the daily time frame. We're trading at the top of the zone of consolidation in the 4-hour time frame. The 30-minute time frame is giving us lower lows and lower highs, and the internal time frame in the 5-minute is giving us, and the 1-minute is giving us lower lows and lower highs. We never had an internal change of character, break of structure. We never had a 30-minute, 4-hour, or daily time frame change of character, break of structure. At no point did price ever give us a turnaround that price was going to continue this higher high and higher low in the internal time frame. Does that make sense? Going back into earlier this week. Earlier this week we had the change of character low, lower high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Then what did price give us? Change of character, break of structure. Before the break of structure it gave us a engulfing candle. After the break of structure, we got the retest of the engulfing candle to do what? Higher high. You see why this engulfing candle is the one that works out, but this one doesn't? Whichever one you had here, which again, I don't think there was a valid one, but I could be wrong. Market structure, we're just talking about that on AU, right? That's what I broke down. Market structure is key. If you don't know where you're at in the zone of consolidation, you're going to take those losses, right? If you don't know where you're at in the 4-hour time frame, you're going to take those losses in the internal time frame. And again, this is going to go back to gold. We'll see that gold trade for today, right? You have to be able to see market structure. If you're at the top of the zone of consolidation, if you're in peak high territory or if you're in peak low territory, this is why on stream I do not trade those, because I want to make sure that you guys get it right, understand the reasons as to why we don't trade in these zones. Is because they're going to make you believe that that's what you're seeing. They want you to believe that this is going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows, right? And we get so stuck up on the point that, oh, we're so zoomed into our chart that we start to forget that, again, realistically speaking, let's just look at where we're at, right? Realistically speaking, what are we trading? Lower low, lower low, lower high, right? So where's price gonna go after a lower high is set? It's gonna continue to make lower lows, right? But if you're zoomed in, and I'm not talking like you in general, right? This is just now a general topic, right? If you're trading the way we saw that guy tweet about gold, if you're looking at your chart just like this, then yeah, you're gonna obviously think that this is where price is gonna go and continue to go up. But if you zoom out, you could clearly see that we're still bearish. We never had, going into the lower low to the lower high, yes, we had that break of structure, we had the change of character, we had the break of structure to continue into that lower high. After this lower high was set, that's it. Where else are we gonna go? Right? Where else are we gonna go? We had the break of structure here of the internal lower low, lower high, lower low. We have the retest of the internal lower low. Where else are we gonna go? Does that make sense? I see we're still bearish. Yeah, exactly. Right, and I don't know if you were here when I first started breaking it down, but I don't know what engulfing candle you were talking about, by the way. I didn't see it. So I don't know if it was just not a valid one that we saw there, that I was like, no, this is just not a valid engulfing candle, or I'm not sure which time frame, but I checked every single time frame. The 1 hour? Mm, I marked it last night. I'll have to go back to that. I don't know why it's not here then. It, I don't know. I don't remember talking about it engulfing here on GU. It's like, for example, if we were talking about this one, obviously this one just doesn't work out just because, again, what we were talking about. This is a lower high, right? If this was the one that you were talking about, right? Okay, so yeah, I mean, just this one doesn't work out because, again, of where we're at in the zone, right? We're already, not only did we already complete the lower low going into the lower high, right? But again, is where we're at in the zone. We're at the top of the zone consolidation in the 4 hour. We're at the top of the zone consolidation in the daily time frame. We already know that the top of the zones of consolidation, again, the same way when we're at the low of consolidation in a downtrend, right? And again, we were still bearish, so we never had a break of the top of the zones. We were still just making lower lows and lower highs. Right? But then again, is the same thing that we go over, right? Is what you already know, right? Yeah, we could get into this engulfing candle, but did we ever turn around? Did price give us, once price got into the engulfing candle in the 1 minute or the 5 minute time frame, right? Did price give you a change of character, break of structure? And that's the key. That's the key thing, right? And just to keep it simple, again, this is why we use the 800 EMA. We know price respects the 800 EMA. If we go back and we really start looking at the break of structure, did any of these candles did any of these candles give us a clean break of structure of the top of the zone? Right? You're looking at this green candle. Let's go and let's delete some of these drawings. Right? None of these candles are a break of structure. All of these candles are still testing the zone. So this is where this turned into a double top and started to trend back down to the bottom. Right? Nah, it didn't give us a, exactly. Yeah, it didn't give us a change of character, break of structure when price got into the engulfing. Thanks, no problem, my brother. Alright, so again, any other questions, guys, let me know. If not, once we finish these last couple pairs we have left, we'll be done for the day. We'll be done for the night. We'll be back tomorrow morning. So for GU, we know now that we're trading between this lower high up here. So let's update this real quick. And these last couple pairs, I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. Again, I don't want to make this session way too long. I don't want to make it longer than it has to be. Right, we're trading between this high and whatever low is set down here. We are just going to mark it at this point. Back it. We're trading between this low over here. We'll leave it at that. Alright, so US30, we're in peak high territory. Again, similar to GJ and gold, we're in peak high territory, so we have nothing to mark up here in the daily. In the 4 hour, we can see that we were at the middle of the zone of consolidation between the daily high and the 4 hour low and the 4 hour high. And we broke above that zone of consolidation, which we could see in the 30-minute time frame. In this 30-minute time frame, we had lower low, lower low, change of character, higher low, higher high. So we finally have a break of structure, higher high as well. Now, do I like this higher high? No, because this is just one green candle, still testing candle, and then it went right back down to the low. We had a day of drop yesterday. Today, price gave us a day of rise, so we have no continuations. But we know that we're trading between this 30-minute high and these 30-minute lows down here. finally got this break, which then gave us this low. Do we have any engulfing candles here on US30? We had a red, green. Price never came back and gave us a retest. Not expecting that retest to be given. In the 4 hour, nothing. Daily time frame, nothing. In the 1 hour, we have another red, green. That price did give us a nice retest, right? This retest was given after STP was done, so this is one that I was monitoring. But the fact that, well, did we get the retest? Let me zoom this in, right? We did get the retest, right? So because price, let's go back to the 30-minute time frame real quick, right? This is where our strategy on US30 gets a little, I'm not going to say tricky, but it gets tedious, right? Because we know that STP is 259, right? So did price give us 259 pips? We got exactly 259 pips, right? And then price decided to go down and give us a retest and continue that trend to the top side. So, you know, this is a situation where could we have just said fuck it and get it into the trade? Yeah, it is what it is, right? But I also understand that US30 is not a pair, just like gold, just like Bitcoin, just like oil, just like USDs are. It's not a pair where I want to take a chance in getting into that trade. Why? Because if price decides to turn back around, right? This is not a 8 pip stop loss on AU or EU. This is a 8 pip stop loss, which is 80 pips on US30, right? That will break somebody's account. Doesn't matter what your risk management is. That's a $80 loss if you're trading a $200 account, right? If you're trading $1,000 account, $800 loss, right? If you're trading a simple dollar lot size, if you're trading $10, that's 80 pips, that's $8,000. I'm not about to take that chance, right? So if I don't have to take that trade, I won't take it. We'll catch the continuation. I have no problem waiting for those continuations. So again, yeah, will there be times where you'll get a break of consolidation and you won't get the retest and price continues to go up? Absolutely. Every single strategy has that. Will you have a bullish flag post pattern that price doesn't retest the 32.6? Absolutely. If it doesn't retest the 32.6, you don't have an entry. Will there be double bottoms that don't come back and give you a retest of the neckline? Absolutely. Is there double tops that do the same thing and don't retest the neckline? Of course. There's always times where it doesn't matter what strategy you're trading, you won't always get the entry 100% at the best time to trade it. And right now that is the case for US30 in the 1 hour time frame. We didn't get that retest before STP was hit, so it's all good. Right? I have no rush in getting into these trades, right? We'll catch the continuations, right? So we already know we had a change of character. We know we have a break of structure. We know we have a break of structure of the zone of consolidation. We know we have an engulfing candle in the 1 hour time. What else do we need? We already know what price wants to do. It wants to continue going up. So all good. We'll wait for the continuation and we'll go on from there. There's no rush. USDCAD, daily time frame. This is where I'm going to start speeding up a little bit, guys. So USDCAD V2, we're at the top of the zone of consolidation and an uptrend. We know this is not the best place to look for a trade, so it's all good. Going down to the 4 hour time frame, we can see that price is just moving sideways, rejecting the highs, going back down to the lows. We had a week of drop last week. This week, we can see that price is going to give us that second week of drop. The 30-minute time frame, what is price doing? Still giving us high, low, higher high. Then price went down and gave us a lower low. We're trading between this 30-minute low, this 30-minute high. Internally, we had higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So we're still trading between lower lows and lower highs. We had 3 days of drop. On the third day, price gave us another day of drop. All good, right? Still following the trend, the lower lows and the lower highs that we have. We had a 4-hour green candle. Again, we've been faked out pretty much all week this week. Now in the 30-minute lows, let's go back. Do we have any engulfing candles? Nothing in the daily, nothing in the 4, nothing in the 1. 30-minute red, red, green, but the green doesn't have a top wick and it didn't close. It does have a top wick, but it didn't close above the red. The 15-minute time frame, we still see low, lower high. In the 5-minute time frame, we don't have any engulfing candles. So USDCAD could this give us a little retest, a little pullback back to the top side? It could, right? Exactly what we have drawn out here. So USDCAD is going to be interesting, an interesting one to take a closer look at it, right? With a little 5 pip stop loss, it wouldn't be a bad trade. USD ZAR, same thing, right? USD ZAR is in V2. We're in the second zone of consolidation. We're in the middle of the zone of consolidation, so we already know the middle of the zone of consolidation is where the market makers are collecting contracts, trapping traders. We can still see lower lows and lower highs being made. In the 4-hour time frame, what do we see? Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and we went down and gave us another lower low. Internal time frame of that lower low, lower high in the 4-hour, we could still see lower lows and lower highs being made in the 30-minute time frame. Now, yesterday we had lower low, lower low, change of character, higher high to where we're at now. We haven't tapped into these 30-minute lows yet. Is this where price is going to give us another pullback back to the top side where we could see something like this happen? Absolutely, it could happen. And right now we have a day of slight rise. It's almost a no net, but I am going to mark it as a rise. Fuck it. Not even fuck it. It is a day of rise. Right, if we add a line to this, to here, not a no net. It is a day of rise. So, day of rise on ZAR. Gold going into the daily time frame. Again, beautiful. Still making higher highs and higher lows in the daily time frame. In the 4-hour time frame, we still know again higher high, higher low, higher high, trading between this 30-minute high and the 30-minute low. In the 30-minute time frame, what do we see? Same thing. Right, once we got to these lows, we had a 4-hour engulfing, we had the 4-hour low, we have the retest of the engulfing straight back to the top side, higher low. And again, this is where that guy on Twitter, as you guys can see, I'm pretty sure you guys saw the tweets for the people who saw my tweets. This is the trade that everybody got stopped out in. Every single person got stopped out in this trade. Once again, because a lot of people were seeing this as the smart money concept, smart Roger concept traders thinking that this is going to be a break and retest of the lows. The people who thought that this was an exhaustion candle, right? We zoom in, right? Everybody thought this was an exhaustion candle. Everybody thought this was an engulfing red candle going short, right? A bearish engulfing candle, right? There were so many confluence here, right? What else do we have? If we turn it around, those were all confirmations of price going short. Let's turn it around, right? In the daily time frame, we're making higher highs and higher lows. In the 4-hour time frame, we're making higher highs and higher lows. If you're in peak high territory, you're looking for price to bounce off the 50 EMA. Right, in level 3, peak high territory, 50 EMA. You have a bullish, a bullish flag post pattern, right, for price to continue. What else are we asking for? Right, we were just talking about that. What's a flag post pattern? If price breaks, right, if price makes a continuation to the top side with no pullback, starts consolidates between 23.6 and 38.2. Did we get that? Absolutely. It was a beautiful trade. So my people trading flag post patterns, connected with a fib retracement, congratulations. Right? If you waited for a simple break of structure, which happened here in a retest, perfect. If you waited for price to bounce off the 50 EMA in level 3, which is where we're at on gold, making higher highs and higher lows, you got a beautiful fucking trade. Beautiful trade. Right? In this one little screenshot, in this one little zone, how many strategies were shown here? Why didn't this engulfing candle work? Why didn't this exhaustion candle work? Right? There's reasons as to why these things don't work. It's because you're not using them in the correct zone. If you're making higher highs and higher lows and you see a double top, why are you going to take that trade? If you see higher highs and higher lows and you see an engulfing red candle, an engulfing bearish candle, an engulfing bearish, candlestick pattern, whatever you guys want to call it, why are you taking that trade? Oh, there's a wedge, a bullish wedge. What does that even mean? You know what I mean? Like there's too many confirmations, right? But the number one thing that's never going to fail is market structure. If you're making higher highs and higher lows, you have to be looking for buys. If you're seeing lower lows and lower highs, you have to be looking for shorts. Right? Bitcoin, peak high territory as well. Right now, price is just moving sideways. We're still trading between the daily and the 4-hour high and the 4-hour low, still making lower lows and lower highs. In the 30-minute time frame, still making lower low, lower high, lower low, right? That's not even a break. So no, it's lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and we had a change of character, higher high. Right now we know that we're still trading between this 30-minute low and this 30-minute high over here, where I'm gonna mark this green candle here. And we had a day of donut, but right now we can't mark that yet because the market hasn't closed yet. And last but not least, oil. We had a huge drop at the opening of the market. We had 2 days of no net, still making higher highs and higher lows. We're still trading between this higher low and this higher high. And the 4-hour time frame, again, we were in the zone of consolidation, broke the lows. After we broke these lows, we went right back to the top side and made a higher high change of character. And the daily time frame, we know that overall market makers pattern, we're in A1, we're in the first zone of consolidation in a downtrend, but we're in the middle of the zone of consolidation. Again, what do we know about the middle of the zone of consolidation? This is where the market makers are trapping traders, collecting contracts, making you believe that this is going to be an easy break of structure of the lows, a retest to continue, but then it turns around and gives you a higher high, right? So once we already see that, it makes trading so much easier. We don't want to get faked out. What do we want to see? If the daily time frame is giving us lower lows and lower highs, and the 4-hour time frame is giving us lower lows and lower highs, and the 30-minute is giving us lower lows, lower highs, then we know we're going to continue going short. But if the daily time frame is giving us lower lows and lower highs, and the 4-hour time frame is giving us higher highs and higher lows, right? Something completely different. And the 30-minute is giving us higher highs and higher lows. What are we taking? Right? There's nothing to take because price is just moving however it wants to move. So I'm only going to start looking for trades when price in the 30-minute and the 4-hour and the daily time frame is going in the direction that I'm looking for trades, which is going short. This is the reason why, again, and I say this in every single stream, this is why I only trade with the overall market makers pattern. If we're trading in A1 in the first zone of consolidation, which is going short, I'm only looking for shorts. I do not trade going both ways. If we're in V1 or V2 in an uptrend and the overall market makers uptrend in the daily time frame, I'm only looking for buys. So I hope this session was good to you guys. A lot of information, especially for that first pair that we did on AU. I kind of broke down every single thing that we look at, the reasons why we look at it the way that we look at. So I hope you guys took notes. I hope you guys, have this. If you guys didn't take notes, you guys got to start taking notes. Rewatch the broadcast. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll give you guys another minute here. If you guys have any questions, any other pairs you guys want me to go over before I get off, let me know. Great session, bro. See you tomorrow morning. I'm my brother. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Have a good rest of your night, Muhammad. Again, any questions you have, Muhammad, you don't have to ask it here in the chat, but if you want me to go over something else, and if you want to send me the screenshot on Discord or anything, I'm always free. So, go ahead and do that and I'll get back to you. But that goes for everybody. Right, if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Any other pairs you guys want me to go over, let me know. If not, we'll be done. I'll give you guys another minute. 2 minutes. We'll turn this off at 8:02. Hey, 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 hey. Why do I hear myself? Chill out. Alright, so we'll give everybody another minute. Alright, bro. Thank you. No problem, brother.